G'day guys, Josh here. Just opened my boss rush caches that I got from the previous, as I talked about boss rushing. So boss rush, you get a lot of gems and you get a lot of leap stones from it as well. So now let's talk about gems, okay? Let's talk about gems, okay? First of all, let's get to legendary smithing, and then we can talk about, the intricacies of gemming. So basically in tier 2, you get introduced to gems as a guide quest. You get your first few gems from the chaos dungeons because they drop in there as well. And basically you get introduced to Azure gems, which is tier 2. But here for this video we'll use tier 3 gems to give you an idea of basically what they are. So what gems are is that basically when you get the new accessories you get more gem slots basically. Now with the more gem slots, as you replace your old accessory with new accessories, you get basically all these gem slots. So I think it's 2 per earring and ring and 3 for the necklace. So you get overall you get 9 slots for gems. Now, with the gems, there can be either 2 gems, basically. They can be either Annihilation, which is damage, or Crimson, which is cooldown, okay? So this is for tier 3 gems. We'll go into I'll see if I got any gems in my stash to really show you what they are as well. But for, yeah, here we go. For tier 3 gems, it is Farsi and Azure. So Azure is the damage, and Farsi is the, cooldown gem. Now, I'll give you guys a bit of advice as well. When you go to tier 3 and tier 2, when you get to tier 3, tier 2 gems are halved in valuation, so you can't use tier 2 gems in tier 3 gear. They are halved. So basically they're trying to move you on to the tier 3 gems as quickly as they can. Now with the gems, as I said before, you can either get a lower cooldown or you can get more damage basically. And the increments go up by, 3%, basically. 3% or 2%. Okay, so for cooldowns it's 2%. For basically damage is 3%. So basically, Dominator's level 9, it's got 2% per cooldown, it's got 80% off its cooldown. And gems are quite significant because they're also multiplicative as well. So this does 24% damage on top of your engravings and everything like that. So you're probably your biggest burst of damage, I'm going to say, is probably going to be from your gems as you level them up. Because 24% extra damage on Sign of Apocalypse is pretty huge, and so basically 48% extra damage when it crits. And overall, it can add up to so much damage. Like a simple 3% damage upgrade can be a whole, new world of DPS. It could be that extra bar that you need on certain abyssal raids or abyssal dungeons or anything like that as well. Now, some classes with the gems have their awakening ability, their identity ability or specialty ability as people call it. It's like, for example, the Deathblade has surge damage, okay? So, a lot of Deathblades will want to increase that damage as well. So to be aware of that some classes, their identity skills also has a gem. But mostly the gems are stuck to abilities, which are going to be either for damage and cooldown or both. You can have both. Now for the Deadeye, let's just talk about Deadeye for example. Deadeye, you want to have all your shotgun abilities, as you can see here, to have cooldown and damage because they're your main bread and butter. And then you want to have some of your pistol abilities to have, damage and cooldown as well, especially Cool Tracker and Quick Shot, because they're the ones that do the most damage. Now, you will have a build guide on max roll. Now, we'll have a gem section. You do want to work around that as well. But, this is just a general guide on, like, how gemming works, basically. Now, let's talk about gemming. So, with gems, basically, you get this new fuse gem screen down here. And what you can do as well, you can basically fuse the gems to level 2, to level 3, to level 4, to level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9. And to fuse the gems, you can have the 3 gems of the same level. So, if you want to get a level 2 gem, you have to have 3 level 1 gems. If you want to get a level 3 gem, you got to have 3 level 2 gems, and vice versa, until you get to the highest level, which is level 10. It doesn't show here, but the highest level is level 10. Now, with the settings as well, you can actually auto-fuse any gems that you obtain, okay? So if you want a higher gem level, or you want to, stop at, hey, stop at level 4, and then we'll go for it, okay? But for me, as you can see here, I've stopped at level 7, but, I can apply level 8, and what it will do now is that anytime I get a gem, and the gem can be fused, it'll auto-fuse to its next level. So for example, if I get another level 3 orange gem, it'll immediately become a level 4 gem, and then immediately become a level 5 gem. It'll do all the fusing itself, okay? You don't have to put the gems in manually and do it. They will do it for you. Now, this can be an advantage, obviously, when you get a lot of gems and you got like all rank 8s and rank 7s, so you just don't care. But at the start of it, can be a bit of a weak point as well, as you may fuse gems that you may actually need, okay? Like, let's say a level 2, 6% damage of an ability that you don't have another one of, but you put it to a level 3, and now you've foregone 6% damage and some cooldown because of it. Now, with the gems as well, the gems, when they do fuse together, they come up with a random new ability, okay? And sometimes the ability is not going to be good at all for you, And sometimes it's going to be, you get lucky to draw and it's going to be really, really good for you. But fortunately, we got the next one, which is going to be the Gem Expert. So with the Gem Expert, you can actually reforge your gems, okay? You can change your gems and it'll change to a random, random thing here. So what I'm going to do here is going to show you. So this level 1 gem here costs 7,000 silver. The silver cost increases the higher rank that the gem is, okay? So for example, this gem costs about 210k to refacet at rank 9. So let's just go through it first of all. Let's just go through and get, this one done where it's 7k for rank 1. So basically what this can turn is that Catastrophe can turn into one of the abilities on the side here. So any of these abilities that Catastrophe can turn into. So we press Reforge and it'll basically tell me which one it goes into, which is Quick Shot. Don't really need it. But overall, as you can see here, that the, spent 7k crystal, 7k silver, and then it can change into another ability. Now, if that's the ability that you want, you put this gem into your gear and be happy. It's Larry, basically, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't get to choose what your gem goes into. So sometimes you'll be wasting a lot of silver trying to, reforge a rank 8 or rank 9 into something that you're definitely going to use. Okay, so just be aware of that as well, that it is a giant silver sink. And that's pretty much it for gemming. So gemming is another way to increase your DPS and decrease your cooldowns in tier 2 and will impact on tier 3 as well. You also can increase the damage on your specialty abilities such as Surge for Death Blades. And, hope you guys have an amazing day, and hope you guys are going to keep playing Lost Ark, and hope you guys enjoy the gemming process. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.